And we are live. Straight Politicking, episode 66. Alex Alonso, Munchie B. I want that mic a little bit closer, though. You can pull that mic in?
Cool.
And Munchie B just came back from a nice little vacation from the ATL.
Shout out ATL. I had a ball.
Yeah? You went to the strip club?
Nah, I didn't go to the strip club, but the Atlanta homies, you know what I'm saying, the families out there, I was coming for the weekend, so they threw me some at a lounge called Baba's. It was going up. I had fun in there, having a ball, drinking, standing on the couch, you know what I'm saying? Studio sessions set up. They rolled the red carpet out for me, you know what I'm saying? So shout out Atlanta. I love Atlanta.
Be careful hanging out. They got Georgia Rico. They got that Georgia Rico. We had ROllin on here.
I know, man, but if I go penalize me for having fun and standing on couches and recording music, then hey, I mean, shit, we ain't doing nothing.
Oh, man, they trying to penalize brothers for anything nowadays. So I'd just be careful, man.
Hey, man, all I want to do is rap. Hey, man, we just rapping and partying and having fun, man, and slapping bitches on the ass. That's it.
So you recorded some music out there?
Like 5 songs and shot a music video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we getting it in.
So any of those people are familiar? Were they knowledgeable of Young Slime Life, YSL, Woody, Young Thug, and all them dudes?
Very knowledgeable.
Oh, okay. That must be a hot topic in Atlanta.
Yeah, I was out there. Yeah, shout out me Snake. Wife and Lucci brother. It was what is Wife and K. Shout out K. You know what I'm saying? Our girl Boss Lady, Low Bentley. I mean Cash Blood. Like we was out there having fun, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, I love Atlanta.
Auto too is way more hospitable. Everywhere you go is black. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
You know, I love it.
I was just there with my wife maybe a year and a half ago. But, you know, we did the whole tourist thing. We went to the MLK house. I'm sure you probably didn't hit any of the... We went to the African-American Museum. What else did we do? We went to Olympic Village. We went to did you go to at least a Waffle House? Have some waffles?
Every time I go, I hit the Waffle House. Last time I went, well, the time before not the last time before the year I went with Slim 400 before he passed. We was at King of Diamonds, the strip club, and that's when Slim 400 introduced me to Young Dolph.
Oh, okay, the brother from Memphis.
Yeah, rest in peace. Yup. Slim, rest in peace, introduced me to Young Dolph, who was in there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I had a ball then, too. I love Atlanta.
Hey, the rap scene in Atlanta has come a long way since Outkast. It came out in 95. Big Boy and Andre, was it 3000? Andre 3000.
Yeah, you got to put respect on Andre 3 Stack's name. He got on stage like, yeah, the South got something to say. Because, you know, the South was getting slept on for a very long time.
Yeah, but the South done turned into the trap.
Mecca.
It's the trap type of music.
Yeah, but see, they had the title for being the most united. Now it's starting to kind of fall apart as far as the unity in Atlanta. But the South they got the longest run of hip hop so far.
They took it over. Yeah, they took it over they took it from the West.
Mm-hmm.
After the West had it in the late 80s, early 90s. And then in 95, 96, 97, the South started putting on. And then Lil Wayne came out, and then it was a wrap. The South has probably produced and sold more records than any region at this in the last 20 years.
Hey, but I'm going to keep saying this. I got to speak up for my region for sure. When you say the West Coast, no disrespect to no other states, it's only California. So it's California versus everybody. You know what I mean? So if you talk about the East Coast, you're talking about Philly, Jersey, New York.
Yeah, California's a big-ass state, though.
But hold on. But you talking about the whole East Coast and all these different states, and then you got the South. You got Texas, Louisiana, ATL, Florida. Like, so then when y'all comparing regions, we only got California.
Yeah, but California got Oakland, and then it's got San Francisco, and then the whole
One state, bro. It's one state.
It's one huge state. I think it's 40 million people live in California. Most of these other states barely have 1 million people, maybe 2 million.
So these East Coast states I'm speaking of, Pennsylvania, Maryland.
Oh, Maryland's definitely a small state.
New York.
Well, New York's big, but not as big as California.
And Jersey.
Jersey's small. I bet you. I haven't looked it up, but I bet you, Jersey. Okay, California's about 40 million. Man, Jersey's probably like, I don't know, 5 million, 5 million people, if that. But New York is definitely the most. But you know which region? I look at hip hop as 4 regions in the U.S.
Because the Midwest, they didn't came up too though.
Yeah, the Midwest. But the Midwest seems to have the smallest following or the smallest amount of artists that they've been able to produce. Even though they got great ones like Common and Eminem, but for a whole,
they on the rise, bro.
Yeah, maybe their time hasn't come then.
When Nelly went gold for Country Grammar.
You think Nelly is Midwest? Because where's he from?
Louis.
He's from St. Louis, Missouri.
That's the Midwest.
Oh, yeah. Well, it depends.
No, that's Midwest, man. You know they right over the bridge from Illinois.
They're on the southern tip of Illinois. It's the very, very bottom of Illinois. So
Missouri is the Midwest.
Well, it depends on how you define it, because you know there's really no set definition of the Midwest. If you do a Google search on the Midwest and ask it for a map, you're gonna get 5 different maps.
Man, I didn't hear, bro. My down south brothers, they politic so hard. I done heard some of them say Texas ain't Midwest. So I guess they say half of it is, half of it ain't. Because, you know, some of them 2 hours away. I mean, 2 hours different. Some of them is 3 hour different.
You mean Texas ain't the South?
What'd I just say?
Midwest.
Didn't mean to say that.
Yeah.
My down south brothers politics so hard. They say Texas is not down south.
That's a great example because the South can be defined in ways that include Texas and some exclude it. And then I've seen a map where takes Texas and put it in half. The east side of Texas is the South, but the west side of Texas is the Southwest, with Arizona and New Mexico. So yeah.
Okay, so what would you classify Florida?
Florida's a good one because it's not really the South, it's not really the East. Sometimes they
claim the South though.
The northern part of Florida that has like Pensacola, where the great Roy Jones Jr. is from, that's definitely the South, because that little panhandle of Florida goes right under, Mississippi and Alabama. But when you talk about Miami, which is like several hundred miles away, that's not the South. Miami ain't the South.
You don't consider Miami the South?
Absolutely not. Definitely not the South. It's more Caribbean than anything. It's more tropical. But yeah, there's definitely, Florida is another interest. It's sort of like Texas. You really can't give it one identity.
But call a ball, bro. Florida and Texas is the South. They fall up under that. You know what I'm saying? When it boil down to it, they the South, bro. They the South. When we like talking about rap and all that, they ain't gonna get into geography. You feel me? They gonna be like, they the South.
Well, as a geographer,
you a different type of dude. You bought a book. You wrote textbook with numbers.
I'm not. When it comes to these regions, there's no right or wrong. That's the thing. Because like the Midwest, I'm looking at different Midwest maps. Some Midwest maps look a little different. They got Kentucky. Where do you put Kentucky? Kentucky's right in the middle between the South and the Midwest. It's right under Indiana. Some people put Kentucky in the Midwest. Some people put it in the South. Texas is a great example because Texas is the West, but it's also the South. You can't. Maybe the best thing is to cut it in half and put regions like.
That's why they got that big old South by Southwest where they be doing all the events at. But Missouri for sure, Midwest. That's not even debatable.
Yeah, I think most of the maps here are showing Missouri as a Midwest state for sure.
Yeah, my family from out there. My mama, they Midwest.
And I don't think Illinois, Midwest, 100%. Indiana, 100%. Wisconsin, 100%.
So when we talk about rap,
these states are mostly white though. Because check it out: North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, and Minnesota, majority white states. Very small Black and Latino population.
I'm talking about the music scene. It's gonna go.
It's coming
Chicago,
out of
St. Louis, and Detroit.
Yeah, that's it. Illinois,
Detroit,
Chicago, Illinois, Detroit, Michigan, and what was the third one? St. Louis.
St. Louis.
St. Louis, Missouri.
I don't know if there's any rappers that come out of Gary, Indiana, but they got some black folk over there.
There's some black folks in Minneapolis. I don't know if any how many rappers. I think there's a few, but they haven't really broke big though. But yeah, the Midwest has been struggling, I guess, in the hip hop scene as a place that produces big time rappers.
Due to Chicago and Detroit, they had a resurgence though.
Yeah. And of course, I think New York City and Los Angeles are always going to be the king, at least for the foreseeable future. LA don't seem to have a problem with producing the next big name, you know.
But I'm gonna say it again, California, in the history of hip hop, we still don't got a megastar, superstar, female hip hop artist. We don't have no Nicki Minaj, no Cardi. We don't have no Trina, no Megan. We yet to broke one of those.
Yeah. I thought that one woman that was on TDE was a LA artist, but I forget Hadoshi. She's not from LA, but she signed to TDE.
I forgot how to pronounce her name. Yeah,
she's pretty good though.
Yeah,
she's not from LA, so
she don't belong to us.
She don't belong to us. All right, man. So this is also your birthday week, man.
Yep.
I guess that was your trip to Atlanta was kind of a birthday getaway.
Yeah, exactly.
And what else you got planned for the B-Day? For the B-Day week?
I was just happy with that. I'm just freestyling, man, and shit. I might just hit the studio and drop some heat on Baby Runner and Jayo Felony.
All right, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
I was on Instagram and I saw a post. That's how I first learned that Jayo Felony responded. I guess he gave us a call last week.
A courtesy call.
Yeah. Well, he gave me the call. I don't think he was expecting
me to be sitting here.
And I didn't even like take the time to find out what his question was. I just immediately said, "Hey, I'm sitting right here with Munchie."
Right.
So, but Jayo Felony. Let me just say, Jayo Felony is my boy. I got a lot of love and respect for Jayo Felony. I've done at least maybe 3 or 4 interviews with the brother. He's been to my studio here. He's been to my other studio in Leimert Park. I went to his hood in San Diego. I met him through Hoodie Hood, who's also another good friend.
Shout out Hoodie.
Yeah, Hoodie Hood has definitely made that connection. And then I hung out with Jayo Felony when he had a movie with Xzibit a few years back.
What's the name of it?
It was an interesting movie too because it was all kind of like it was like a musical.
Okay.
I forget the name of it, but they played it over at the old Conga Room on Wilshire Boulevard, and I pulled up.
Oh, they premiered it there?
Yeah, they premiered it there, and all the 40s were there from L.A. I saw a whole bunch of familiar faces, and he's just a cool brother, man, and he's San Diego through and through, and a real stomp down brother in hip hop, which is not a whole lot of them when you think about it. We could probably count how many real stomp down
and when you
rappers.
say stomp down. You mean?
Oh, damn, I hate to explain what that. Let's say just what he raps about, what he talks about, he's literally experienced it.
Okay.
And for LA, I think we always throw in Trey D. Trey D ain't no fake gangster. He's really lived that life.
Right.
Been through the trenches. And there's very few. That list is short.
True.
And the reason why I say that, and no disrespect to the people I'm about to say, but like someone like Snoop Dogg, who's a mega star, was never really in the trenches. I think we would all agree with that.
Right.
And but he rapped about the trenches though, and that's what I mean by Jayo.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah. I'm a snap back at Jayo. It's all fun. You know what I'm saying? With me, it's in the sport.
The name of that movie was Broken Ground. I forgot the title of it. Broken Ground with Jayo Felony and Xzibit.
Did you was messing with it? It was cool?
Yeah, it was cool. The only problem when they premiered it, something was wrong with the audio. It was playing either really loud or scratchy or something. It was some technical difficulties I remember that night.
Hey, Jayo a legend. I love it. I like competition, and then especially if the person that shot back is somebody that you know what I'm saying, worth shooting back at. You know what I'm saying? But what I do want you know, the median, you the common ground for me and Spider. I want Spider to shoot back at Runner. Bro, I don't care what people talking about. I don't care for him these days, but Spider could spit. Man, shoot back at him and monetize. Spider?
Yeah.
Get in there. This what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Shoot a video too.
You already said I'm X amount of years old. I don't got time to be rolling around fighting with nobody. I'm a grandpa. I go to work. You know what I'm saying? X, Y, and Z. And so go in there and verbally spar with him and knock him out. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, definitely. I like when it's in the music and it stays in the music, and you guys can have an opportunity to create content, monetize, put a few dollars in your pocket, and who knows what other doors might open up, you know? Definitely. But, you know.
I'm with all that.
But when I saw the Jayo Felony response, it was on Instagram.
I don't think he planned on putting it out. I think he just did it for the gram.
Yeah, I don't know if I didn't look to see if it was in other places. Was it just for Instagram, you think?
Somebody told me he think he just go put it on the gram, but you know he probably monetized off his reels on Instagram anyway. So you know.
So I saw the song. He shot a little video for it, and
I ain't impressed.
It was a little, I would say, lackluster. And Jayo Felony's a spitter. Hey, if you want to, he spit some bars in the beginning of an interview he did for me that was top tier.
Totally incapacitated, homies glad we made it. So the enemy cross sprayed it, faded is all outdoors. Smell it coming out my pores. Mama said get your ass outdoors. Bully 3 got all the whores. I sick them on bitches when we go on tour. Nigga ain't lying, motherfucker, I roar. Try to get liquor, coulda slip it at the store. You don't need that. Give me that yak. Flat in your back. Pack, nigga, but see he can backtrack. Motherfucker shoulda gave me my sack back. Never tried crack, never tried smack. I eat shrooms and acid, so drastic, smash it. Bitch, this pickle is a classic. Remember when I couldn't get a nickel from a bastard? Now they clout chase and they try to ass kiss. I'm hiding under the covers in the underbucket, in front of the undercovers. Fuck it. I'm high as a kite. Now fuck up my night. We give them this shit and they love it. I pull on my toolie, what you wanna do with them? We could just ruin them. It was just 2 of them. Them bitches bad, them niggas was mad. We wanna get high with just you and them. Don't hop in, we would've Ubered them. We cheap opportunities, we screwing them. I gave us some pills, they chewing them, doing them. Dug in my pocket, got more of them, 4 of them things. Don't need to explain, this my name is James. We came to tame your lames and things. You came to hang, then we came to hang. If you came to bang, then bang!
Top tier.
I remember.
I was like, wow. You know, and also he's not a youngster anymore, and he still got that fire. But unfortunately, he didn't bring that fire for the Munchie B disc.
Oh, he brought a knife to a gunfight.
And I have a few comments here. Let me read some to you. This is not me, and I would never hate on Jayo Felony. The very first comment under this Instagram post was from your boy Travis Ford. He actually said low key weak. That was his response. Blue Smurf OTM said, nah, this ain't it, with the trashy Mocon and a thumbs down.
Blue Smurf OTM.
Let's go to the next one. I got a few here. Uriel, Guardian of Heaven, just put a gif of a guy on the floor like dying, laughing.
Oh,
I guess that just means it wasn't.
He found it funny, though, the little comedic shit, the Inglewood, the booty thing. You know, like. Okay,
call me the dad _ show another gif of a guy picking up trash on the beach.
Sheesh.
I haven't figured out how to post gifs as a comment. I didn't even know you can put a gif.
It's right down there by the emoji options.
But these are custom gifs. These aren't the ones that you could just click on the option and then you got to somehow have these in your phone. I don't know. Let's see. _Cree _R_E. I'm sorry, KRE. He just put a bunch of laughing emojis. Your guess is as good as mine. What that means.
That could go either way, whether you think it's trash or he got on me and thought what he was saying was funny.
Yeah, exactly. Scarface, the Street Beefs, put a gif of a man walking out to the street to dump his trash.
Carpito.
Hey, Crip Jesus Music _ put a fire emoji. So there we go. We got one for Jayo. We got one for Jayo on that one.
40s.
Realist Gemini Stand X3 put a bunch of trash emojis, and then I guess just a bunch of trash emojis from what I could see, about 10 of them. La Brea Drive put the 4 laughing emojis. Kamel 310 Valadez trash emoji. Big Killer _ 2nd Street. Huh? I don't know. Oh, wow. High Life Man IAK got a big old truck dumping trash at a literal trash dump where all our trash goes. These are the most unique gifts I've seen on a post. OTB Bagman 247 put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 trash cans. So I can go on and on. I got more of these comments here, but that seems to be. We'll stop when I got a positive Jayo Felony one. Okay. Flag Me Down has a gif of a trash truck pulling up to pick up a can of trash. The next comment is from Wes 5.0. This ain't it. Like this comment, if you think this shit emoji is trash emoji, if that made sense. This ain't it. Like, oh, this ain't it. Hey, y'all got to learn how to use periods after a sentence.
Get your punctuation game up.
There you go. This ain't it, period. Like this comment if you think this is SHIT and then trash emoji. All right. It's Heart Lynn 00. Ain't no way you don't see what she is doing. I don't get it. Booby _SF. Man, I'm the only here for the comments, and y'all ain't disappoint. Donnie Tracks 227. Come on, Whack. I know you and Munchie don't get along, but this ish is trash. And let me say, I didn't mention this. These comments are all under Whack's post.
Man, let me tell you something, man. Whack is what, 49 with acne.
Just say 50. We'll round him up to 50 because I was getting rounded to 50.
That brother is 49 with acne, bro. He's so flawed. I don't even understand how he even jump out his body saying anything.
Yeah.
We could keep this on Jayo and rap right now. I'll get back to Crater Face.
V_P_OG. A GIF with a man throwing trash into a huge trash truck.
Sheesh. I don't know when you gonna run into a positive.
It'll be one. It's one coming up. Where's Earl Lee Ray at? Sheesh, Bullet. Stop it. SMH. Now, for those who don't know, Bullet is Jayo Felony's hood name.
Bullet Loco.
Bullet Loco. Wait, when did their beef start? That's from King of Murley. I guess it started when you decided to throw his name in a Baby Runner diss. Why did you decide that? Let's talk about that real quick.
They got this thing where because I don't respond to comments on Instagram, they think I don't see them.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. They just think I caught Jayo in my comments. Well, not in my comments. I caught him in Baby Runner comments, sneak dissing me.
Okay.
Sharing his homie on basically, but sneak dissing me. So I took a shot.
Okay. I'm sorry. Uriel Guardian left another comment. Y'all saying it's trash, but don't under the underlining meaning of the song. It flew over y'all heads. Okay, that's a positive one for Jayo right there.
It didn't fly over nobody's head. It's just trash. Everybody know that they got this peanut butter rumor going on, and he played off the peanut butter rumor. I don't think it flew over nobody's head.
Yeah. All right. Well, there's many more
take
comments.
That as the positive one though. But
yeah,
I don't think it was cryptic. You feel me? He said something about the family's getting on me. You know what I mean? It wasn't cryptic, but I got something in the back for you. Don't worry about it.
Now everybody knows that you're gonna respond. Everybody knows you got something coming.
Yes, sirski.
And most of the people who listen to you know you're creative.
Yes, sirski.
So we'll see. I bet you though, if Jayo Felony decides to respond to what you got coming, it's gonna be better than his first one.
Man, let's do it, man. Shout out to 40s on Vernon and San Diego out there on 47th. But I'm gonna get y'all boy Jayo for sure.
Hey, do you know that the Fodies was banging neighborhood Crip in San Diego before the LA ones were?
Right.
Ain't that interesting?
Right. I had a conversation about that. I said the San Diego 40s came first. You know how prideful we is out here though. My boy Pee Wee, we could debate that. They did, but you know.
No, the 40s didn't consolidate all their sections until the 90s.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
They had different, like you said, sides that was different entities, and then they eventually came as one.
And then the 40s, just as a Crip set, they weren't there in the early 80s. They may have been in the early formations of what it was going to be by the late 80s, but the San Diego 40 Crips, they've been out since the 70s.
Yeah, everybody back then, early on, they wanted to be hustlers, or everybody had neighborhood. It was neighborhood this, neighborhood that on the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Or rolling like in Inglewood, rolling 80, Inglewood families, like.
But they definitely have, San Diego did have LA influence. There were some.
A brother from Harlem was out there and then kicked off the 40s out there in Dago, if I can remember right.
Yeah, and I think the history is similar here in LA. There was a dude from Harlem Crip that wanted to start a Crip set on the other side of King. And, here we are many years later, and they've solidified that hood. I know they like to say from Crenshaw to Fig, but it's really from Crenshaw to the 110, which is only like another couple blocks.
I don't know about that.
What you mean?
That's debatable. That's another debatable thing. Like they not really on Fig and Vernon.
Well, the dark side goes to Fig.
Yeah. See, okay, but like it be you got places in your hood that's y'all, but y'all don't really occupy that area. Cause I think that like down Fig some more going towards King, they might be a little bit on Fig, but not exactly Fig and Vernon. But shit, tomato.
Yeah, I don't think any hood really
occupy every space.
Yeah. If you was to draw any hood, there's gonna be pockets within that polygon.
Right. That's theirs, but they not really occupying that area.
Yeah.
Right.
That kind of are empty, and I knew growing up where I grew up, little spots would move from time to time.
Right.
The block. This block might be the block where everybody's at this summer. Next summer they're hanging on a whole new block that they never hung out before.
Being that my hood is so big, it's little pockets that we don't be at, but that's us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I got a big. We cover a lot of ground, but
But I wish they would start saying from Crenshaw to the 110. But I know Crenshaw to Fig sounds better because it's the name of a street.
Yeah.
But there's like this little section between Fig and the 110 freeway where there's a lot of houses and there's dudes that live there. And that
could
little
be like from Crenshaw to Fig. No, from Crenshaw to the 110, right before the East begin. Yeah. Talk they little East. You know what I'm saying?
I like the 110.
Yeah.
From Crenshaw to the 110. And
Crenshaw to the 110 before the East begin.
And they'd be the only hood that can say that because there's no other hood that stretches
like just nonstop.
Nonstop. There's no other hood that goes from Crenshaw to the freeway. But it is a skinny hood though, geographically. It's long. It's long going east-west, but it's skinny going north-south.
But my hood could say Van Ness to the 405. But our hood do stop and start back because
it's not consistent. It's not consistent.
Yeah, the legend's right there.
Yeah, you guys are broken up, sort of like the way the Hoovers are.
Right.
People think the Hoovers go all the way from Faux Tray, which don't exist anymore, all the way to 11 Deuce. Nah, they got the Menlos. There's gaps in there along the way.
I didn't think. I could be wrong, but I didn't think the Menlos was on Fig. I know they got streets before you hit Fig though.
Well, there's definitely a gap where the Menlos is at. Yeah, the Menlos got a nice little chunk there in the 60s.
Right.
And that it kind of breaks up the continuity of the Hoovers. And then they start back up. And then some of the 11 Deuce Hoovers don't even extend to Hoover. They go to Vermont. They don't even make it to Hoover. So, that's an interesting little geographic tidbit. But yeah, the 40s,
Man, you gotta update your map on on street gangs. Remember, I ain't been on that website in a long time. I don't know what's going on.
yeah, I haven't updated any maps on my website, but I've updated them on my laptop.
And you gotta update it's some new hoods that popped up, man. You got them Grace dudes out in cars.
I think I added the Graces.
Okay, then
Yeah.
yeah. I gotta go check it out so we critique and update some things.
Yeah, I have a nice updated map on my laptop.
All the claimers used to learn about gangs off of Alex Alonso street gangs. Like, they don't know nothing about nothing, but they go do their homework, going on your website and act like they know what they talking about. From dead homies to everything.
100 people told me they used to go on my website when they was in school, and then one dude told me that the school started blocking websites that kids were going to because it was distracting them. And my site was one of those that got blocked from.
It's a few homies from my community that's rest in peace. I never met or heard their name, and then I seen it on your website, and I go to the other homies and I asked them about them. Like, it was a Boulay, dude named Boulay that was on there. I asked about like Boulevard from Eaglewood Family. It was like names I never heard of.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I inquired about them.
All right. Well, we'll be looking forward to your drop this week.
I'm coming.
And we'll see what happens.
I'm coming.
All right, man. I got I got this interesting story by an LAPD officer, 60-year-old brother that got charged with murder. A murder that he committed 10 years ago at Venice Beach. It was all on video. It was already investigated. At the time, our DA was Jackie Lacey, a black woman that refused to indict cops. She refused to do it. It only happened one time in her 8 years, where there were dozens and dozens of other examples that she refused to indict. And that's why this brother, Officer Clifford Proctor, never got charged. But then Gascon, he came in after they ousted Jackie Lacey, and he opened it up. He never charged, but it was reinvestigating the Proctor shooting at Venice Beach. And then it got transferred over to the new DA, Nathan Hochman. And it looks like Nathan Hochman is going to indict the officer.
Yeah, man, these officers, they starting to get what they deserve. First, it's the New York officer, you know what I'm saying, that we covered last episode, and then now they starting to get what they got coming.
I think that was a prison guard in New York, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, and I think more importantly, I think DAs need to take note, because Jackie Lacey got removed because she refused to charge officers. That's why they brought in Gascon. But some people were saying Gascon was too open-minded. He was too lenient. So Nathan Hochman understands that. So I think Nathan Hochman realizes you can't be too lenient, but you can't let too many cops get away with killings.
Well, if all right, in Gascon defense, if you really believe in rehabilitation, the way he went about things is the right way, because with these other DAs, they not giving nobody no action for redemption and come and do it, try it again.
Hey, I had absolutely no problem with Gascon, none at all.
Me neither.
I thought he was doing an amazing job, and even during his tenure, crime was not out of control. They were trying to blame every crime act on Gascon.
Let me give you a hypothetical though.
Yeah.
Do you think, and no disrespect to her, the mother and father of Draco, how she feel about it being that Gascon the reason why her son even was released, and then a year later he got killed?
Well, Draco was the driver. He wasn't the shooter. Mm-hmm. And there were some new laws that came out that made it more difficult, not impossible, but extremely more difficult to charge the driver of a shooting. That's why guys like Cameron Terrell, the white boy from 9-0's, got out. Mm-hmm. That's why there was a young brother from 5 Deuce Hoover named Samaj Welch. He got acquitted. We have examples of shooters either getting acquitted or released because of new laws. So I don't have a problem with Draco getting out because drivers have the benefit of the doubt. You got to prove the driver knew it was going down.
Okay, but I'm saying put yourself in Draco's father's shoes. How would you be feeling? Like, damn, he should have just sat down.
Yeah, because now, well, in retrospect, right? In hindsight,
Right.
I wish they would have kept my son in jail because he'd still be alive.
At least I could go visit him.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, I don't know if
That was a real question. That was just like something I be you know what I'm saying, thinking about. That'd be real life stuff. People be wishing that though, because you know, our viewers will get to looking like it's a troll type question, but it ain't.
Hey, when I was listening to that Jayo Felony diss, he threw the name of City of Inglewood in there, and it made me think about Draco.
No, he threw Draco up in there. He said I'm a Draco hater, and I took his style. I can't win. First they said I sound like Nipsey, and then I sound like Draco.
But I don't recall, did he take jabs at the City of Inglewood? Jayo Felony?
In the beginning, for him to say Inglewood every other word when he just like.
Yeah, I was a little surprised to that.
It's all good, though.
You don't want to diss a city. You don't want to diss.
Listen, any of my supporters, followers, or homies, man, I don't take that no way. We all good.
Because I know you ain't going to diss Dago.
No, I don't know. I'll meet him at the San Diego Zoo, though. We could, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a clip of this LAPD officer that is being charged under Nathan Hockman, who probably would have been charged if Gascon would have got his second term. Gascon got only one term. You know, Jackie Lacey was in there for 2 terms, and she didn't do anything. But they ousted Gascon for Hockman, who's a little bit more hardcore. He brought all the gang enhancements. All that's back on the table now. And that was off the table during Gascon. So now they're back on the table. But it seems like Hockman realizes I can't go the Jackie Lacey route and not charge any officers. I got to charge some officers from time to time, you know.
Hey, I want these KKK, Nazi lowriders, white supremacy groups to start getting charged with gang enhancements also.
Oh, yeah.
I don't it don't happen.
Nah, it's only black and Latino gangs that get charged.
Yeah.
But, you know, years ago down in San Diego, they tried to charge a surfer group with a gang enhancement because they killed another surfer. They were fighting over waves. There's this whole thing about they beefing over waves. Hey, you stole my wave. I was about to ride that wave. So surfers got into it on the beach, and one of them killed another. The DA charged the surfers with a gang enhancement.
Well, that was right to be charged for that.
No, but the judge dismissed it though.
But if that's a surfer gang, right?
Well, that's not what the defense attorney,
right?
The defense attorney for the surfer that did the killing. He literally said, "Your Honor, these guys are not the Bloods and the Crips."
No,
which I was like, that's racist.
By definition, this group identifying tattoos or common name, or you know what I'm saying, and it's all for the same cause. You know what I'm saying? That's a gang.
Technically, you're right, 100%.
Okay, that go for surfer gangs, motorcycle gangs, white supremacy hate groups, and even the police, because they got gangs within these departments. So if they go do the Bloods, the Crips, and the Mexicans like that, they got to do all of them. That's out.
Yeah, it only takes a group of 3 people that are engaged in a crime. That's it. Group of 3 in the state of California. Well, all right, but let's get back to this Officer Proctor. Let me see if this clip will play.
Let's go.
A former LAPD police officer who once paid to uphold the law has been arrested in connection with the death of an unarmed homeless man. Authorities say Clifford Proctor was on duty when he shot Brendan Glenn twice in the back during a struggle in Venice 10 years ago.
That shooting led to a long legal battle over whether Proctor should face a charge of murder. KTLA's Alina Bovian joins us live downtown with this developing story. Hi, Alina.
Hi there, Sam and John. Well, this arrest is coming 10 years after the initial incident, so many people wondering now, is this justice finally being served or just a political show?
Once he found out that he was being charged or close to being charged, he fled the country. and remained out of the United States until now.
A former LAPD officer who fatally shot an unarmed homeless man in Venice 10 years ago has been arrested. 60-year-old Clifford Proctor was taken into custody Thursday at LAX and is now being held on $2 million bail on a felony murder warrant.
Well, my reaction, if anything, is that I think on behalf of myself and my family, we're just, the hope is restored.
The family of the homeless man, 29-year-old Brendan Glenn, say they still want justice. It was in May of 2015, and you can see it here in this surveillance video, an altercation on the Venice boardwalk. Proctor shot at point-blank range, even injuring his partner who was attempting to restrain the suspect on the ground. It was later determined by investigators Glenn was on his stomach when Proctor fired 2 fatal shots. Brendan Glenn's death was one of several high-profile police shootings that fueled public protest and calls for reform within the LAPD. In 2016, the police commission ruled the shooting unjustified, and in 2018, then District Attorney Jackie Lacey declined to file charges citing insufficient evidence, even though former Chief Charlie Beck called the shooting unjustified and urged prosecution. The case was later reopened under District Attorney George Gascon, who assigned a special prosecutor to review several past police shootings, many now wondering if that was politically motivated.
I do believe that now the current administration will look at this case again, and if they feel that they don't have enough evidence or facts to support it, they may ask a judge to dismiss it altogether.
There you go, man. Even then Chief LAPD Chief Charlie Beck, that's very rare that he says, yeah, that was a bad shooting.
I don't care if it is politically motivated. Charge him. Let him die there. Give him a deal for 40 years. He's 60, so he'll be 100. He ain't gonna live that long. Let him die there. I mean, I be fair across the board. We get washed up. You know what I'm saying?
And that shooting was crazy because it looks like he shot his partner in the leg too.
And he's supposed to be held to a higher standard, being that you law enforcement, and then he shot his partner.
You can see it. And this is before body cam. This is 2015. I don't think body cams came out like around 2015, 16, and they didn't have body cams. So body cams were just being, moved into different divisions. If it wasn't for this surveillance video that was there in front of this building, we would never even see the facts. But yeah, he shot him. It looks like he shot him in the back too. Shot the dude in the back. And that was his sister that was talking in that interview. Brandon Glenn is the victim, and Brenda Glenn was the sister, saying, it's about time. But it sounds like the prosecutor still has the option to dismiss the case if they feel like it's not enough evidence.
I mean, everybody got that, like that due process or whatever coming, whatever. Get that man the rest of his life in jail.
I just am surprised. It's a black cop, Clifford Proctor. He's 60 years old now, so that means he was 50 back then. He pled not guilty to second-degree murder, and he's being held, when this article is written, he's being held without bail. It said in the news article that he has $2 million bail, but Clifford Proctor, last time I checked yesterday, he's still in the county jail.
Hey,
where do you think they put him? In high power?
Yeah, he's scared.
High power was what, 17 something?
What?
What's the module number for high power?
All that it should be changing so much.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but he fled. So he shouldn't even have a bail. He shouldn't even have a bail.
No,
He's a flight risk.
Yeah, but they say he fled when he found out he was under investigation.
No, when he found out he's being charged.
No. He said that he was that he got word.
I heard the word charged. When he found out he was going to be charged.
He got word that he was under investigation and he left.
Either way, he's a flight risk. Why is this man with a $2 million bail? All you got to do is own a home in California and bail out on that. Because our house is at value, so, you know what I'm saying? And then it's 10%. If you got a house, you put up some. Why does that man have a bail, a bond?
Hey, he's in the county jail right now. Let me see if they gave him a bond.
And I don't look at police officers as white, black. I look at them as blue. They the boys in blue.
Yep, $2 million bail. I think he's gonna find a way to bail out. He ain't gonna sit in there and fight this. But yeah, $2 million bail. He's in the Twin Towers right now, and
in the Twin Towers.
And his next court date is November 3rd. Yeah.
Oh, he'll be all right.
Well, you know, the deputies will probably keep him safe. They probably look out for him.
Man, look. Hey, man.
You know how many cops are supporting him right now? Probably saying, oh, man.
He gotta, but I just think the police, when things like this happen, should be punished way more harsh than the average criminal, because y'all supposed to be held to a different, you know what I'm saying, standard.
Agreed. They took an oath. We don't take oaths.
Right.
They took an oath.
Right.
I got fired from a job because I didn't want to take an oath. I didn't want to sign a loyalty oath, because it says in the oath, you swear to protect the United States Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. So I put that sheet to the side when I got this job like 20 years ago. I said, I ain't signing that. And then it came back. It's like several months later. It was like, hey, Mr. Alonso, you never sign a loyalty oath. I said, oh, yeah, I'm not signing that. I'm not being held to that. I don't protect. I love the Constitution, but how am I going to protect this Constitution against foreign enemies? I'm not obligated to protect the Constitution against foreign enemies.
No, sir.
You know, that's insane. The loyalty oath.
We got armed guards for that.
Yeah, that's the military's job, not my job. Right. As a that's what I argued. I'm a professor. I'm not a soldier. Protect the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. I'm not even protecting it against domestic enemies. I will defend it for me, but yeah, these officers should definitely be given a
harsher punishment when they commit crimes like this.
Yeah, because they do take that oath,
right?
And we that oath should be taken seriously.
Supposed to serve and protect, my brother.
Yeah, and if you don't want to take the oath, go get a job where you don't have to take an oath.
Mm-hmm.
But
go work at Walmart.
Exactly, go work. Hey, these LAPD salaries. I've been going down.
I was here last time we read it off.
I know, but I've been looking at so many different salaries. I'm like, LAPD officers get paid very generously compared to different cities all over the country. And
police officers, they Uber drivers for criminals. They transport you from the scene of the crime to the station. That's all they do. That's all they do. They're Uber drivers.
No, they do a little bit more than that.
Nah, man. Police officers, they're Uber drivers. They're Waymos with badges.
Okay, wait. You're talking about the patrol officers, because you got detectives, you got undercovers.
Okay,
you
I'm
got
talking about the
levels.
people that patrol the streets. That ride around in the black and white cars. They're nothing but Uber drivers for convicts.
Yeah, the patrol officers.
Yeah, they're for transportation.
They should be there to answer calls for service, come out to calls for service, and determine if somebody committed a crime and then arrest them. But too many times they're out there trying to like investigate and do detective work.
Listen, them people are Uber drivers for people that break the law, and they got this thing called a tactical, tactical alert. When you're on tactical alert, basically, don't call us. We busy. It's going up right now. That shouldn't even be a thing. Hire more. Well, I hate to say hire more police officers, but you know what I mean. But you know,
man, it's a disgrace that it's taken 10 years to consider. Well, they already charged them, but they don't know if it's gonna stick. They might dismiss it on him, but I don't expect for him to stay in the county jail with this $2 million bond. All he needs is $200,000 to get out.
That's a house.
And with an officer's salary and a pension and all the things that come along with working for the government, he should definitely have that.
Put your house up.
Yeah, put your house up. Your house is worth $2 million when you bought it for $400,000 20 years ago.
Wherever he lived, me and you both positive his house could get him out.
Unless he just didn't manage his money and doesn't own property, you know, who knows? I mean, he left the country, so he left the country and what? He left everything behind.
He didn't go where it was no extra. How you say it? No, non-extradition.
Well, the way it sounds, he came back on his own accord. They didn't have to go find him or track him down.
He shouldn't have came back.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to be. It looks bad if you're a fugitive.
But you're guilty.
Well, how many times have we seen police officer shootings all on video, and they've found a way to weasel their way out of guilt? You know, they found a way to to justify the homicide, the murder. We'll say the murder.
He's going to get found guilty, man. You had no regard for public safety.
Definitely had no regard for public safety. Damn near killed his partner.
So
damn near killed his partner.
I mean, come on, man. So you got attempted murder on your partner, and at the very least, a manslaughter on the victim.
Brandon Glenn.
So you got attempted murder, because you need to fight that as far as your partner go. Attempted murder on your partner, and at the lowest you could get manslaughter, man. So I'll give him 30 years of life.
I don't think they're going to charge him for shooting his partner, though.
Why you not being charged when you hit this man?
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least charge him, whether it's stick or not. Come on, man. I like stuff to be fair across the board, man.
But you notice that his bail is $2 million for a murder, and then we were talking about Malik Salah.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't kill no one. His bail is $2.3 million.
He didn't hit nothing but a patrol car.
He just hit some cars and some bags of chips.
Mm-hmm. Some cookies.
Oh, he actually shattered the windows of the refrigerator windows where all the drinks are.
Mm-hmm.
He shattered 2 of those doors that open up.
But didn't hit nobody.
Didn't hit no one.
And his bail is higher than this man. He killed somebody and shot his partner.
This guy murdered a 29-year-old that was living his life on Venice Beach, minding his business.
Right.
There's about 100 people that are homeless in Venice Beach. And they all got most of them have some mental health issues that if you don't understand that you have to pull your gun out, you shouldn't even be a cop. You know,
there's other ways to go about things before you get to a gun. You got a taser, you got a baton, you got a mace.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to.
I'm hard on police.
I know. I mean, I'm hard on the cops that deserve it. You know, because there's too many cops that I chat with that have stellar records, that have flawless records, histories, no complaints. I've been actually blasting there's 2 cops that pulled me over that I have on video. I found one of the cops on Facebook's page the other day, so I'm going to repost the video on my Facebook page, and I'm going to say this cop is not to be trusted, and then I'm going to tag his Facebook page in the post because they pulled me over fraudulently, LAPD. But yeah, I try to we got to hold them accountable.
Exactly.
That's what the framers of our country designed the Constitution for. Diddy's release date has been published by the BOP, and everybody's all over this. That's crazy that everybody's all over this. I've been checking the BOP like every day since this happened, and it just got updated yesterday. And he's still in MDC Brooklyn, and his release date is May 2028. And that makes sense because you got to do 85% of those 50 months.
Go do some of that in the halfway house. He could be all right.
Yeah, if he stays on his good behavior, he'll be out of that prison, whatever prison he's sent to, probably 6 months before that. He'll probably be sent to the halfway house in 2027.
That bad boy shit is only in the music industry. He ain't a bad boy where he at. He gonna behave. He gonna be a good little inmate.
Look, any day from now, the 2 biggest moguls, arguably in hip hop history, will both be on a prison yard at the same time. Any day now. He's still in MDC.
You talking about Suge and Puffy?
Suge and Puffy. Who would have ever thought when these guys were on top of the world between 1992 and let's say the early 2000s, they had a nice decade of relevance. Even Diddy was still relevant, even though he wasn't doing music. Who would ever thought both of them would be in a prison yard at the same time?
Yeah, he had the alcohol, Deleon. He had the other one. What's the other one that was real lit that everybody's messing with? That Puffy had his alcohol, Ciroc. You know what I'm saying? Like he was successful in many lanes.
Yeah. So May of 2028 will roughly be less than 3 years. Less than 3 years. He already got a year in, and he'll be home before you know it. May of 2028 will be here. And I think it's a win for Diddy because he was found not guilty of the RICO. I know they're going to appeal. They're going to do an immediate appeal to try to get either his sentence reduced or get the Mann Act conviction overturned, which is still possible. So without any of that happening, we won't see Diddy completely free until early 2028. but there's a chance that his appeal goes through because I really don't like the Mann Act. He's a John in the Mann Act. He's not the pimp. Most Mann Acts is the pimp, not the John. But hey, I guess it can go any way.
Yeah, man. Hopefully you learn from this.
There you go. Sean Combs will be transported to a camp most likely in the next few days, since they already got his release date posted. All right. Oh yeah, I wanted to remember that we talked about there's been a lot of shootings. There was another shooting of a cop here this week where the cop got killed. You heard about that one?
No, what city?
Let's see, where did he shoot him at? I want to say oh, that was in San Bernardino. Colton. It was in Colton.
Okay, 40 Glock City.
Yeah, I don't have the details on that one, but basically, Compton Deputy responded to a domestic violence situation. The dude shot him in the head, shot the deputy in the head, jumped on a motorcycle, took the police on a high-speed pursuit, and an undercover police car crashed into his motorcycle, causing him to flip erratically, all on video by the helicopter. He survived it, and he's been taken into custody, and he's about to be charged with murder.
Deputy Nunez spent the last 5 years serving the community of Rancho Cucamonga.
When we talk about this young man, his wife, 2-year-old daughter, and the couple was expecting.
Nunez was responding to a call for a man threatening a woman with a gun just 3 miles down the street from his station at this apartment complex near Victoria Gardens and was immediately shot. The suspect then led deputies on a reckless motorcycle chase on the 210. We're pausing the video of that pursuit coming to an end in Upland as an off-duty narcotics officer used his undercover car to knock the suspect off his bike. He survived that collision.
Of a deputy.
It was easy to bring that chase to the end.
The dude was doing 150 miles an hour.
They probably held back on doing that. They was like, all right, just go ahead.
No, the way they got him is that they couldn't catch up to him at all. So one of these off-duty deputies jumped on the freeway ahead of him, got on it ahead of him because they knew what he was on, and he waited for him. He waited for him to catch up to him, and then he turned into him while he caught up to him. And man, it looked like the dude died the way he crashed off that motorcycle. And so that was just this week.
You think that was his personal car he did that off of?
I believe so. Yeah, it was his personal car. In fact, there was this video from the helicopter of that cop standing on the freeway. He is wearing slides. Like he just jumped he just left the living room, jumped in his car. I'm gonna help the deputy. This dude just killed the deputy. Oh hell no! You know how their reaction.
You think they gonna pay for his car, man?
Oh, they're gonna get him a brand new car. He's a hero.
Right.
He's a hero. And I get it. He just domed a deputy.
Man, he put his beer back in the refrigerator and got in his car.
Man,
he was at home.
Yeah, I wonder if they did a breathalyzer on this dude.
That is crazy.
The news said something about he put himself on duty, that he put himself back on duty. He just jumped out. He just jumped out his bed, was watching this on TV and said, "Oh hell nah, I'm about to get this." They can't catch up to him. At the press conference, the chief said he was doing 200 miles an hour.
The speeds that were reached with that motorcycle were in excess of 150 and even close to sometimes almost 200 miles an hour. And if you can imagine what that could have done to just unsuspecting motorists on our freeway.
There was nobody could catch him. Only the helicopter was following him. But yeah, he jumped on the freeway before him. I don't know how he knew to get in the right lane. He was in the right lane, perfect lane. And as soon as the motorcycle came up, he just, turned into his lane and created the collision. And dude just went flying. I was like, oh, dude is dead. dude is dying. But yeah, he survived that, and he's in stable condition, and it looks like he threw his life away. It's a wrap for him. I'm all for due process, but
I mean, guilty as charged.
Yeah.
I mean, no.
Yeah. He crashed out. He crashed out, man.
Example, exactly, you're crashing out.
Yeah, he crashed out. I can't wait to see his picture. I want to see what race he is, what ethnicity he is. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it's a white guy. But I'm just guessing. Like, who goes 200 miles an hour on a motorcycle?
Where is that again?
Like in San Bernardino County.
He might be black.
Who goes 200 miles an hour on a motorcycle?
Person that's trying to get away.
You don't even got to do 200. You just do 100, you're gonna get away.
Look what he just did. He's not thinking about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I don't know how accurate their speeds are. I was like, really? 200 miles an hour? But they might have put a little sauce on it with the 200 miles an hour. All right, man. I had an update on that Compton deputy shooting. Since we were talking about shootings these last few episodes, Malik Salah, Gus, what's Gus? No, what's his first name? Malcolm Gus. We completely forgot about the brother that walked up to a cruiser during COVID in 2020.
Oh, we talked about that.
Yeah, but we never found out the outcome. We forgot about, like, did he go to trial? Did he?
Yeah, we didn't even know if he was black or Mexican.
Yeah, well, they arrested a black dude for sure, and he got sentenced, and he got all day, just like Malcolm Gus got. I think Malcolm Gus got 126 years.
With the L,
yeah, with the L. I just wanted to give people an update on this because I don't think it's worth it, man. I really don't think it's worth it to crash out like that. But this guy got also 100-something years. Let me see. I thought I had a clip.
Thank you. The manhunt continues this morning for the gunman who shot 2 LA County deputies.
Now the reward to catch the suspect is growing. CBS 2's Cara Finstrom is live in Linwood with a look at what happened just after the ambush. Cara.
Good morning, Suzanne. The Sheriff's Department says they are following up on some promising leads as those 2 deputies continue to recover here. And we do hear from the Sheriff's Department, fortunately, that it appears neither of them suffered life-threatening wounds. Chilling video shows how the ambush took place as the deputies sat in their patrol car at a Compton rail station.
998, deputy shot in the head. Bleeding out. 10-4, copy 998, deputy shot.
The video posted to Instagram by user Police Post shows the female deputy who had been shot in the jaw rushing to help her partner. The sheriff confirmed both were hit multiple times. The 31-year-old mother and her 24-year-old partner were sworn in 14 months ago. The shootings come at a time when tensions are high between communities and law enforcement. Fellow deputies have been standing watch outside the hospital, and they saw support from the community yesterday. The Reverend Marcus Goodlew and other Compton residents came last night to pray with deputies and denounce the shooting.
Sheriff announces arrest in Compton ambush. So I'll read this and then I'll tell you the exact sentence. Sheriff Villanueva, who has since been ousted from the Sheriff's Department, held a press conference in September of 2020 to announce the arrest of a suspect who deliberately attempted to kill 2 deputies in an ambush-style shooting while they sat in their parked patrol car. Villanueva noted the cowardly act. I always hate like the terminology they always want to use and the name calling that they use in these press conferences.
What was cowardly about it?
Yeah, like
like wrong choice of words.
If you're mad, you're mad. If you're angry at the government, you're angry. If this is your way to express your grievances and you're willing to go to prison for it, I don't think there's nothing cowardly about that.
What would be the uncowardly way to go about what he wanted to do?
But this is cop talk in all these press conferences, press releases.
Right.
Sheriff,
shooting somebody when they on their stomach and killing them is some coward shit.
I guess what Officer Proctor did, right? To the homeless person.
Yeah. Somebody that's already been handled and he's on his stomach and shooting him dead is a coward act.
All right, so Sheriff Villanueva noted the cowardly act was followed with bystanders celebrating and cheering the despicable act. I don't remember that part. He relayed how he saw the worst in humanity when a crowd made its way to the hospital and chanted for the deputies to die while they fought for their lives. I don't remember that even happening, but hey. In juxtaposition, he saw that the best in humanity when the entire sheriff's department worked together to bring justice to the deputies. The outpouring of support from the community, the nation, both presidential candidates, people from all walks of life, including children, was a source of support, not only for the injured deputies, but for all law enforcement. Okay, so Homicide Bureau Commander Wegener gave a summary of the ambush, and through review of video and witness statements, investigators determined the armed suspect drove from the scene in a black Mercedes-Benz. In the following hours, investigators learned that on September 1st, 11 days prior to the attempted murder of the deputies, a carjacking occurred on Bradfield Avenue in Compton. The suspect shot the carjacking victim in the leg with a high-powered rifle and stole a black Mercedes. The suspect was a male black adult. The carjacking case was investigated and an arrest warrant was obtained for Deontay Murray, 36 years old, of Compton. And that's who they eventually arrested in 2020. And I'm going to tell you exactly how much time he got, but he got a sentence similar to Malcolm Gus. Let me see here. What was his sentence? I'm gonna get the exact sentence for Deontay Murray. And it says here, Deontay Murray was found guilty by a jury for attempting to murder 2 LA County deputies. In 2023, he was found guilty 3 years after. And for some reason, just everybody forgot about him. You know, we got so much news that it causes us to forget. I completely forgot about the guy. What happened to the guy? Did he go on trial? And he got 166 years. So he got a little bit more years than Malcolm Gus got, I think 126. So he got 166 for attempted murder of 2 cops. And Deontay actually hit the cop. They were in the vehicle bleeding, injured. Close up. Where Malcolm Gus, he aired out 2 cops that only got injured by broken glass. But they got similar sentences, right? Over 100 years each.
Right.
And I'm sure Deontay Murray got an L on that.
Of course he did.
Yeah. And let's look up where he's at right now. Let's see what prison Deontay Murray is sitting in.
Yeah, ladies, man, tap in on Deontay Murray, man. And, you know, so I'm gonna let you know what prison he in and support him. Give him some. You know what I'm saying,
hey, these guys are willing to crash out. What can you say, right? You're willing to get that 100-year sentence, then so be it. Deontay is in California State Prison, Sacramento, which is in Represa. I remember that was all good prison at one time. I don't know the status of it right now, but it's not a level 4. And you would think he would have went to a level 4, huh?
Probably bumped down by now. He been down 2 years.
Okay, you can get bumped down that quick?
I mean, you know, things change.
Yeah, he's 41 now. Oh my gosh, his eligibility parole date is ridiculous.
2092 or something?
2131. 2131, he ain't gonna live that long. It makes no sense. At least Malcolm Gus has a more realistic, 30 years from now, he's eligible for parole.
Everybody, man, right there, man, show him some love, man.
Oh, man. Deontay Murray won't live long enough for this sentence, which always is very confusing. Why sentence a guy to
300 years?
Yeah. All right. Last thing I want to talk about, Munchie, and you probably have a lot of experience in this field, and you understand, what goes into, trying to be successful in this game. But a whole bunch of, I don't want to say a whole bunch, but a handful of NBA affiliated players, coaches, one coach, one player, one retired, were involved in a gambling scandal, man. And it was also including like NBA games, but it included cards, poker. They had a makeshift, gambling location, and they used their celebrity status to lure in gamblers, and somehow it got under investigation, and they indicted one of the greatest point guards in NBA history, Chauncey Billups. NBA champion Chauncey Billups. That guy goes down as beating Kobe and Shaq in their prime. And I don't understand how Kobe and Shaq lost to them Detroit Pistons, but they were a good team, though. They had Ben Wallace, big old guy in the middle. They had, who else did they had on that team? Dang, I can't remember. But it was a good team. But I never thought in a million years Chauncey Billups was going to get federally indicted in this gambling situation. And let me read a little bit of it real quickly. NBA gambling scandal timeline. We'll go through some of the timeline that's in this indictment. USA Today did a good job at summarizing this lengthy indictment. But the NBA is facing a gambling crisis after a sitting coach, that's Chauncey Billups, a current NBA player, that's Rozier, and a former player, all arrested in connection to 2 federal indictments related to illegal gambling on games and rigged poker games that had mafia ties. So if you're ever sitting at a poker table in somebody's private residence, look underneath the table and see what they got.
and you go tell us why.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'll just say it right now. The indictment is alleging that they had a sophisticated X-ray machine under the table that can see the cards that the players were holding.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Portland Trailblazers coach Chauncey Billups, who's the former point guard of the championship Pistons, I think that was 2004. Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier and former NBA player Damon Jones are all facing criminal charges in the wake of the scandal, which is also connected with an investigation that led to the NBA banning former Toronto Raptors player Deontay Porter. Federal authorities allege the extensive scheme spanned years, and there are more than 30 co-defendants accused in this case, along with 3 prominent NBA figures. The investigation remains ongoing, authorities said, and fallout has been immediate. Billups and Rozier were placed on immediate leave from their respective teams. Rozier's attorney issued a statement declaring Rozier is not a gambler. Billups' attorney also released a statement denying Billups' alleged role in the triggered poker games and emphasized that Billups did not gamble on basketball games. And that's the most important part because they can get banned from the NBA. That gambling, the poker stuff, that's a different crime. But if your gambling is related to the NBA, you're done. His career could be over with as a coach or anything to do with the NBA, like they did Pete Rose. Pete Rose died a couple years ago. That dude never was able to be involved in Major League Baseball for another day.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, they let him on a field when they did the best players of the 20th century back in 1999. They did the 100 best players in baseball, and it was the only time they let Pete Rose walk on the field because he got voted as one of the best players. But other than that, they said, we don't want no part of you cannot be a part of baseball anymore. And the NBA is going to start doing that too. Okay, so the scandal starts in 2019. Federal authorities allege that rigged poker games backed by the Bonanos, Gambinos, and Genovese organized crime family began in 2019, involving Billups and the other 2 NBA players, where they had a rigged poker desk or a poker table. And I don't understand how this is possible. They had a shuffling machine that had been secretly altered to use concealed technology to read the cards in the deck, predict which player at the table had the best poker hand, and then relay that information to an offsite operator.
Easy. They seating arrangements. That's how.
But I'm talking about the shuffling machine.
Yeah. The seating arrangements.
So who's to say that when you actually go to Vegas, their little shuffling machine that they have is not rigged? I mean, I don't think the casinos are going to take that risk, but who's to stop them?
True.
The indictment also includes messages in which the defendants had signals for a quote-unquote quarterback at the table to use once he was relayed the information in real time from an offsite, and discussions about purposely losing hands to keep victims at the table longer. You can't consistently cheat. You can't make it obvious.
You gotta even it a little bit.
you gotta make them feel good about winning a couple hands. That's crazy. They're winning hands, but they're letting you win.
Mm-hmm.
You're not winning them on your own.
Yeah, so in that case, if you know what's going on, you'll just know when to quit.
The indictment alleges the following: another rigged poker game in late October 2020, where one co-defendant wired $50,000 to another co-defendant, then wired that $50,000 to Chauncey Billups, the coach, and that money was used in the games. Investigators allege that when this gambling scheme involved non-public game status information, break that down, Munchie, non-public game status information.
For example, some of these people, players that get injured, it be game time decisions. So how we know how to prepare for LeBron James, because he's such a powerhouse, we don't know if he go play or not. So the people that's in the inside, they'll let you know, hey, LeBron ain't playing on Friday. You know what I mean? So now they know how to go about it and, you know, put their bet in.
And is that something that you take in consideration, like injuries?
When I gamble, I look at the injury report and all that. You know what I'm saying? Some people be doing a load management thing, trying to sit up, but I think they stopped that load management thing. But, you know, yeah, you take that into consideration.
Okay, so these NBA guys, they usually get an inside information, like who's not playing, who's playing, before the public knows.
Or it be a particular injury and they act like the person completely healthy. So they, you know what I'm saying? And that's when the prop bets come in. Like, man, bet that he go under 21 points because, you know, he still got that finger injury. He not about to be shooting on threes, things like that.
Well, in this indictment, it states in 2022, these 3 NBA players were providing what they're calling non-public game status information. So basically, private information on injuries. And they were providing that information, and they were selling that information. Access to private information only known by NBA players or NBA coaches that would likely affect the outcome of an upcoming game or an individual's performance. They provided this to other co-conspirators, this private information, in exchange for either a flat fee or an expected share of the profits from the bet. And in sports, man, this is completely illegal, you know, especially if you're in the sport. You're in the sport and you're providing this information, allegedly. And in one incident, the morning before a game between the Lakers and the Bucks, Jones, who's the former player, is accused of providing injury information about LeBron James. Jones, according to the investigation, sent a text message alerting a co-conspirator that LeBron James would not be playing, even though James had not been ruled out on the official injury report.
Right.
So if you're making a bet on that same game, you don't know that LeBron James is not playing.
Right.
So you're placing your bet, oh yeah, LeBron, okay. They didn't say he ain't playing, he probably playing. And then you don't find out until after your bet is waged, oh, LeBron didn't play.
Right. You already put your bet in.
You put your bet in already, right? Okay. So Jones is in trouble if and they got text messages, you know, they're saying, ooh, if they got this text message of Jones, LeBron James will not be playing.
All 3 of them in trouble. You know, the feds, they come when they damn ready and they prepared.
And then the result is of that particular game, LeBron James did not end up playing in that game, and the Lakers lost.
Right.
Jones, who played 3 NBA seasons with LeBron James in Cleveland, served as an unofficial assistant coach, working primarily with LeBron James in 2022 and 2023. So that's how he knew the inside information. So he'd go up to LeBron, hey, man, how you feeling? You going to play today or what? Oh, no, man. No, there ain't no way I'm playing today. And then he'd get on the phone. All right, I got the information. Oh, man. So, I mean, as a gambler, I'm not going to read through all of this. This is a very lengthy.
As a gambler, very disappointed.
You're very disappointed in this, huh?
As a gambler.
Yeah. It's almost like you can't even trust what to bet on. So the last thing I want to say about this is that the NBA issued a statement, and they're going to come up with ways of trying to preserve the injury information and then having severe consequences when injury information or the private undisclosed information gets disclosed.
As far as that, the best thing you could do is just wait to the very last minute to put your bet in so you can know the status of the player, whether they playing or not. Because if you put it in a little early and you just thinking they got it all in the bag because the star player playing and they poof, he ain't playing, you just got to wait to the very last minute. That spread will go up or down.
So you got to wait until
almost game time.
The players are being announced on the floor, huh?
Damn near.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. All right, man. I'm tired. We'll leave it there.
Yes, sir.
Man, it seems like I want to say it seems like at least twice a week there's another federal indictment that impacts people that we know or people from the community or people in other cities that are related to people in our community or the sports world. It's just the feds have been active this last like 5 years. Super active.
Right. I've been getting to it.
Yeah. And it's unfortunate, man, to see Chauncey Billups like this, man, because he was a great point guard. He was a great athlete. This might tarnish. It definitely tarnished Pete Rose's. Man, Pete Rose was the greatest hitter in the history of baseball. He ended up with over 4,000 hits, but his gambling kind of tarnished his legacy. Do you think that some of this gambling stuff should just be legal? Like, there's so many laws against gambling.
What you mean legal?
Like, for example,
what they doing shouldn't be legal.
No, definitely what they're, but like having a poker game, a private poker game in your house for high stakes money should be legal, as long as you're not cheating.
Cheating them this should be illegal.
Yeah, the cheating is, but I think that's why. What if they're, maybe that's,
they wasn't cheating people. I doubt the feds would even care.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I guess it's the element of cheating is why there's so many laws against gambling.
Right, and then the feds ain't getting them out of it. If they was getting something out of it, they wouldn't even care. That's how the feds is. If they could put a profit or a tax on some pussy, go halfway with it. They did it with weed. All right, as long as they, you know what I'm saying?
Well, just scrolling through this indictment information, they got text messages, they got Zells, they got Cash Apps. They did their homework, the feds did. And it goes back to 2019, all the way up. The last act is 2024.
Yeah.
So that's 5 years. 5 years of acts.
I mean, they ain't trouble.
And, you know.
Better go get Brian Steele.
Well, at least they got enough money to pay for their lawyer. But what about all the other co-defendants that aren't on the NBA level? It's just 3 of them are NBA guys. The others, I don't know who the other defendants are, but
they low on the indictment. They probably go plea out, snitch.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna read one more before we wrap this up. This is April 6, 2023. Hours before the game between Orlando Magic and the Cleveland Cavaliers, according to the indictment, one of Magic's regularly starting players told an unnamed co-conspirator that Orlando would be sitting its entire starting lineup. This non-public information provided to Fairley, who allegedly placed an $11,000 bet that the Cavaliers would cover the spread. The Magic, according to the investigation, were favored by 9.5 points at the time. The Magic did not play their starters, and Cleveland won the game by 24 points. So this is like the equivalent to insider trading in the stocks, you know, in the stock market. You get some insider information about a business. All right, I'm about to drop a bag on their stocks.
They cooked. They in trouble.
This guy, yeah.
They cooked.
Insane. All right, man. So you got the Jayo Felony diss probably dropping. I don't know. I don't want to give it away unless you real soon.
Yep.
What else you got?
And then, you know, I'm content. Morals over money. Everybody can subscribe over there. Morals over money.
Morals over money
Yes,
on YouTube. Make sure you tap in with Street TV on YouTube. And to all the audio listeners, we're always on every podcast platform, Apple, Spotify, and iHeart. And video clips will always be dropped on the Street TV YouTube channel. And we out.